budget speech. Two protests are expected to take place at the gates of Parliament this morning. The first one is a protest against government's continued economic policies that some say benefit only a few. The campaign, Cry Off the Excluded, comprising SAFTU, AMCU and the Assembly of the Unemployed, says government must end the economic suffering being felt by many South Africans. We now cross live to our colleague Mariska Botha in Cape Town. Mariska, what's happening where you are?
Good morning. Yes, we were just in time now. The march is about to start. Of course, they're going to make their way to the Civic Centre first to also hand over a memorandum to the City of Cape Town, speaking exactly to what you were mentioning, Dowd, their policies that the Cry of the Excluded, which this march was dubbed, say is detrimental to people who are looking for employment or who are employed temporarily. Of course, from there, they'll be making their way to Parliament, where they will be handing over a different plan to government, which they say can help stimulate job creation. Now, I'm just going to read to you a little bit from a statement that they sent to us yesterday, saying that it's workers and unemployed that will be here under the banner of the Cry of the Excluded, and they say they are rejecting government's austerity budget, which will lead to deepening job losses and mass unemployment. Now, to talk to us a little bit more is an organization that is here. We're speaking to Moloko Mashangwane from the Young Urban and Rural Self-Empowerment Organization. She is part of a grouping that's part of this march today, the March of the Excluded. Moloko, thank you so very much for speaking to us. As your organization, what is your message to government today, and especially to Minister Tito Mboweni?
Okay, thank you very much for including us or welcoming us and inviting us on the space. The reason why we've traveled all the way from Gauteng or nationally or from KZN, Free State, Western Cape, Mpumalanga, Limpopo, to gather here today in Cape Town present is because of we are tired. We want to tell the government this. One, we are tired of being excluded, as we are the crowd excluded. We are tired of being treated as inhuman. We are tired of being in all the processes. No one listens to us. There are processes currently in the government that they exclude us even more, even worse. We are just in the middle. We don't qualify to get the social grant. We don't qualify to get the foster grant. We don't qualify to get the UIF. Because even if you get seasonal jobs, those jobs are just part-time. Then you're not even qualified to get your UIF certain amount after that job has ended. And then majority of us will be working for 5 months, will be working for 6 months, for 3 years. If you work for 5 years, still you'll be working under a very crying and bad conditions that all the time you must beg, all the time you must prove yourself that you can work. So we are here today as the Assembly of the Unemployed nationally in this country. We want to tell Tito Mboweni one thing, to say in his budget speech, he needs to include us. He needs to tell us how he's going to create that job. He mustn't stop or cut budgeted from other departments that are going to assist us. We need to tell Tito Mboweni to say, look, we are here as the graduate, because our government has a perspective to say people that are unemployment, they are only those who didn't go to school. We have the graduate that have never even a single day enter or maybe having a salary from a certain way. We have social workers, we have IT, we have teachers, we have lawyers amongst ourselves, we have the HR, we have the cashiers, we have the public administration that our government needs currently. So we want Minister Tito Mboweni to include us in this budget that is going to do today, because really it's very rough. It's very, very, very unpleasant, because you can't even take your children to school. Number one, we can't come again with our kids here. Number two, things are very expensive. We are now forced or squashed to eat maybe a grocery of 500 rand, because in the name of social grant, a child is aiming 430. When it's going to add today, it's going to say 10 rand for a social grant check. That majority of us falls under that social grant. Then we are having 4 kids. What are we going to do with that 1.6? With the 4 kids, they must go to school, they must eat, they must be clothed, there must be a shelter also under them. Then now majority of us, we are forced to squat in the shacks because we can afford to rent, even if a subsidy. Because subsidy flats, they need 3.5 or 3.2. There is a certain group that says you must fall under this bracket of income. So we don't qualify for that. We don't qualify again to get RDP houses because we are not yet in 40 years. We are less than that 40 years. So there is no way that we fall. In the basic social housing we are also not included. In the grant, we are not included. In the workplace, we are not included. What we see, they hire people that they know. They hire people that is from, they has referrals. Moloko knows by this and that, then you can take that person. If you are not known by anybody, no one can take you. We see this has been running in this country for so long. Now we are having people that for the past 10 years graduated, doesn't get a job. What is that? Where are the system of this country that track record to say, in these 5 years, we have 13 graduate. Maybe in this another 5 years, we reduce that 13 graduate by 6,000 graduate. We don't have those systems to track when last year young people graduated. Matriculants also. They are also getting on the state that we have currently. Then now the victims of having kids. Then now, even if you are a sex worker, you cannot live out of that money. So we've been trying avenues. That is why we took it on ourselves to say, let's invite unions, let's invite other organizations, let's become and be one thing. Because even the unions, they're also suffering because their workers work under the labor brokers. When the contract ends, where do they go? They at the start of the unemployment. So that is why we came here today to say enough is enough. Titombaweni include us. And as the unemployed, we demand 12,500. That is the money that you can able to make a living. Because we also wants to be the parents that have a dignity. So because of the government failed to restore a dignity to us, we are restoring that dignity by force as we are gathered here today. So we will appreciate when we go and read and submit our memorandum to Tito Mboweni, whoever that comes to represent him or him if he can come, so that he must know that we demand 12.5 as the unemployment.
Thank you very much, Moloko Mashangwane, addressing very, very serious issues here, saying that there are people among this group who are educated, who have degrees, who can do the job the jobs that are needed out in society, but they're simply not getting the opportunities. So today their message very much to the Minister of Finance, Tito Mboweni, is to include people and to start listening to those on the ground. She's explained that these people that has been unemployed for almost 10 years now. They want to be listened to, they want to be given opportunities, and they want to be seen to be heard. So as I've said, they'll make their way to the Civic Centre in Cape Town to also address issues within the city of Cape Town, and afterwards they'll make their way to Parliament, where they'll be handing over a memorandum of demands and also some suggestions that have been made or have been collected from everybody that's travelled from across the country in a small job summit to hand over to MEC, Minister Tito Mboweni, to say, listen to us, and help to see that people start getting employment, especially the youth like Moloko Mashangwane here of the Young Urban and Rural Self-Empowerment Organization. The march is about to start, so with that, it's back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Mariska. Some of the political pressure taking place outside of Parliament, leading to Parliament ahead of the budget speech this afternoon.